Between us, who's going to die first?
Who are you and how do you know each other?
I'm Katie.
I'm Tim.
And we're married.
I'm Morgan, and this is Cher, and that's my girlfriend.
I'm Pamela.
I'm MJ.
How long have you two been together?
12 years.
3 years.
What are your ages?
I'm 55.
I am 27.
I'm 27.
I'm 45.
Green card detective.
Who wants to go first?
You could go first.
Okay. Let's pick up a card. When we first met, were you just trying to hook up? Or were you looking for something serious?
Definitely just trying to hook up.
Probably.
Who else isn't trying to hook up? When you see someone that you like or both of you have mutual interest in each other, the first thing on your mind should be trying to get yourself right. Trying to get yourself right. That should be the first thing on your mind. Not, let me look for something serious. Huh? Something serious? What? That's hustling backwards.
Probably just trying to hook up.
Me too.
I was exiting a long-term relationship that was not great, so I guess the hookup is the next step.
Yeah, we hung out a lot first.
Yeah. We met as just friends, and then it progressed towards the end. But ultimately, I was looking for my person, so.
What are your ages?
I'm 30.
And I just turned 58.
How did you two meet?
I dated her best friend, who also happens to be her ex.
Yes.
We met on Tinder,
It
honestly.
was kind of goofy, but yeah.
Met through.
I'm not surprised you guys met on Tinder. 55, 27, I'm not surprised. You see, Tinder is the place where all these Asian or Southern American, Hispanic, Latino, Spanish, or Southern, Eastern European, and all of those girls above, that's where they go on Tinder to send out all of their applications so they can apply for a green card. And they pray and hope that it reaches the right candidate. Yeah. And unfortunately, you are a victim.
Met through relatives. My daughter's dad is cousins with him, so our two girls are like sister cousins.
Are things good with your cousin?
Yeah,
Yes.
they're great.
He found out he was mad at first, he got over it, and everybody's happy.
You met your newfound husband through your baby dad's cousin. Why? Caucasian people never cease to amaze me.
Always been attracted to someone older. When did you move to Cougar Town?
When I found out the rent was cheaper.
The truth is always in every single joke. You see, what this brother meant by the rent is always free in Cougar Town, what he meant by that was I don't know if you guys are aware, but when you spawn inside Cougar Town, that rent is free. You see, Cougar Town is the place where you go and settle with all these older ladies because their mortgage has been fully paid off. Because you realize that you cannot find someone your age that has their mortgage fully paid off and is willing to settle down. No, you can't. So, where do you go? Cougar Town. Cougar Town is the place of free rent. Most of the times, it's free rent. If not, you're getting a good deal. 3 4/4 off. But other than that, there's the price to pay when you go to Cougar Town. The price is you have to settle with an older lady that is very not attractive. And if you're lucky, you can find someone attractive. But other than that, most of the visitors that enter Cougar Town, they have to pay the price of settling with someone for 5 or 10 years that cannot even get out of the bed. Someone whose priority is always food. But other than that, I welcome anyone to go to Cougar Town if you are looking for a house to stay in, rent free.
Have you always been attracted to younger women?
No. I've actually, in the last 10 years, all the women I've dated have been older. The youngest woman I've ever dated was 5 years younger. So you're definitely a plot change in my life.
So in my early 20s, I feel like I've dated guys my age in their 20s, but as I got older, my mid-20s, I started to get into more older men. But it's not necessarily like I'm super hyper fixated on like finding just an older guy.
Usually.
Yeah. What she's super hyper fixated on is finding a green card. That's what she's fixated on.
When you find somebody who's older, they're more intelligent, they have more empathy. I reached a point where I really stopped hanging out with anybody that was my age, so it was really natural for me to try to start dating people that were older than me.
That's why you're learning.
How did your family / friends feel about our relationship? Who felt weirdest about it?
Ooh, well, my older sister completely did not agree with it, accept it. She was horrible.
Yeah.
But then my younger sister was happy to see me happy.
Yeah.
So
My parents were very skeptical about it. When I first told my
It's kind of a
mom,
lot.
she was like, what the hell is going on? Like, are you okay?
I didn't want to.
What she meant by her parents were skeptical and what's going on, are you okay? What she means by that is the parents was like, wait, is this the new method? Are you sure this is the new method? Because if this is the new method, then by all means, go ahead and date that guy. Go ahead and date this guy that's 55 while you were 27. That's what she means by my parents were skeptical.
Say anything at first to anybody.
I didn't tell my parents. I never like specifically said how young you were. And then like later on, I think after a couple years, she's like, how much younger is he than you? And I was like, like a few years. So I think that like after
Does
a
she
decade,
now know his age?
maybe.
My family and his family, there's no age gap relationships. We're the black sheep at like family holidays.
My dad did call.
What do you mean by black sheep? Madam, Caucasian, did you know what we black men and women had to go through during slavery? Never mind.
Why am I just knowing this?
It was like, word has it, you got yourself a new roommate. I was like, a little bit more than that, Dad. He's like, all right, and just left it at that. Because he had talked to Aunt Kathy and stuff
God.
about
She hates me.
So I dressed vintage,
That was the sound of a disappointed father.
right? So a friend once said, just because I like to dress in the 50s doesn't mean I have to date anyone in their 50s.
that's good. That's a good one.
I have a teenage daughter, so she was a little bit like, dude, what are you doing? But then she got to meet her.
We're really close, I'd
Yeah.
say.
Does she call you her second mom?
No, I don't even want her to do that.
Yeah. Plus, she has a mom. It's
Yeah,
not.
I'm not trying to like.
She's not her mom.
Yeah, I do see her like as a younger sister though.
Yeah,
for sure.
that's
Like
pretty
that's
much
like my
one
best friend. Yeah.
Have you
Me personally, if I'm dating a single mother and I find out that she has 3 or 5 or 17 kids, I repeat, I do not want to be associated. I don't want to be near. Matter of fact, the kids must be with their baby father. I don't want to have no string. Matter of fact, I don't want to come to the house. Instead of getting myself right, I'm reading A, B, C, D, E, F, G to the kid. I don't want to be counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't want to be reading nursery rhymes with the kids while after that getting myself right with you. I don't want that. I don't want that. I came to the house to get myself right. I didn't come to the house to read A, B, C, D, E, F, G with your little jip. I did not do that. That's not what I came for. That's not what we agreed upon. What we agreed upon is me and you are going to get each other right. Not reading or helping your kids with homework. No. Stop it, single mothers. Stop it. Please. Us men, we do not care about our kids. We only care about getting ourselves right.
ever felt our age difference is inappropriate?
I did in the very beginning because you're younger than a lot of my friends' children. So I felt, how did I feel? Not that it was not appropriate, just I felt different. It's like I actually Googled how to be in an age gap relationship as the older person.
You did.
This might sound sick, but forgive me. If manners were able to convince people who were old and single that, yo, if we are in a relationship, nothing will happen. Matter of fact, no one will know. Bruh, they would fold. They would fold. Not all of them, but some of them. You know fully well that this person has their whole life ahead of them. They have not even graduated yet. Matter of fact, they're still reading Diary of the Wimpy Kids. But you, on the other hand, you are about to die. You have finished paying off your mortgage. You have grandkids. But you still want to date this. Never mind, this doesn't make any sense. But yeah. I say this to say, if you have morals and principles that, okay, cool, you will never ever get your ass ate. And then you have that one person who, whatever you do, they will never fold. Matter of fact, they won't even let you get a chance. But then you have the other person who you keep pushing it, you keep pushing it, you keep pushing it, you keep convincing. You see, this is the power of convincing. You convince them, you tell them it's not gonna and then you keep turning it, then eventually they tilt and then they crack. Then you realize, wait, so you don't have morals, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, this is the same as someone who sells their soul. They sell their soul. People say sell their soul because you said you were never going to do it and then you did it. But I think I'm chatting, but yeah. I need to sign up for Yapperville or Chatterville.
Like power dynamic between us, and I think that's what a lot of people think about most age gap relationships, is that like the older person or the older guy, they're taking advantage of the younger girl, but like that's totally not the case for us.
How do I annoy you?
You know, it's just there's a lot of nagging, I guess, is the best way to...
I think that kind of stems from who's spent longer amount of time as an adult. I always lived on my own, and he always had like roommates, and you just like wouldn't do laundry or like use the frying pan, don't clean it right away. And so I'd nag you to like clean the pan and not leave water sitting in it. But I'm not mad about it.
Real talk. I hate when I go to the kitchen and then I find out that there's 17 plates in the sink. Like, why can't you guys out there that leave plates in the sink, like you just go there, leave the plate in the sink and run away? Why can't you just clean it? What does it take for you to clean the plate? Like, what's running through your mind? Like, what's the urgency that you just can't clean the plate? Like, why are you so lazy? Never mind.
In what ways do I act my age?
You have memory loss.
She's staying with this brother and he has memory age. This shows you how much she wants the green card. This shows you a dedication and admiration for the green card. Wow.
I would say probably your music shows you your age.
You tell everything on TikTok. But you like to, you know, like when she wants to relax, she looks at TikToks and what? What? Have I said TikTok enough?
Well, I guess not.
Sometimes when me and his daughter are just like sitting there and he tells us about something he has already told us before, me and her just look at each other and we're like,
yeah, we're just like, grandpa.
Or something.
Do people ever get confused that we're a couple?
Yes. We've counted so far 4 times that we have been mistaken for mother-daughter.
Just recently on New Year's, you went to the ladies' room and the server goes, oh, mother-daughter, and I'm like, no, she's my girlfriend, and she was just felt so uncomfortable, like, oh, I have friends that are lesbians, they're getting married this summer, and oh, it was funny.
We were at his daughter.
Yeah, she was capping. She doesn't have no lesbian friends. It's the same thing as saying I have black friends. Regardless, mistaking 2 couples that are lesbian for mother and daughter is crazy work. It's crazy work. Me personally, that's the same energy as mistaking someone who's transgender that appears that wants to be a woman and saying, "Excuse me, sir, what are you doing here?" That's the same energy.
Daughter's high school orientation or something, and like someone was like, oh, like what classes are you gonna sign up for or something, and I'm like, I graduated a long time ago.
Yeah, I graduated a long time ago. Right now I'm trying to apply for the green card.
How often do we have sex? Do you wish it was more or less?
More.
What?
Yeah.
Truth or drink? How much?
No.
And
5 to 14 times a week, so I could always use more.
He's getting to that age where if I give him more, his heart will probably stop.
Oh, stop it.
How often do we have sex? Do you wish it was more or less?
Definitely more.
I would say same.
what's stopping you?
If we're being like a little more serious about it, I struggle a little with intimacy because of past previous trauma, and so it makes it a little bit more difficult for me to get into that safe space of being comfortable, and it doesn't have anything to do with you.
I know.
Yeah. I love you.
I love you too.
If someone were to fuck up this relationship, who would it be?
I think it would be me. And in terms of like fuck up this relationship, it could be like cheating. We've talked about it before, but like, of course, I would never cheat on you. That's just awful. I love your daughter and I love your family and I love you. So,
I mean, I think there's life experiences that you haven't had that
Like
some
what?
women can go through some big changes between, I think, 27 and 32. So I'm kind of, you know, I'm on high alert to be like, she's dipping.
yeah.
Look at him. Look at Buddy trying his hardest to save this relationship when he knew there's no relationship to even begin with. Bro, how many red flags do you have to see that this is a transactional relationship? There's no win for you. They asked her who's more likely to break up, and she said herself without no hesitation. And then she made it even worse. I would do it by cheating on you. And then she tries to contradict herself saying, you know I would never cheat on you. This is an emergency announcement for all of the fellas out there that have possibly or could have received a green card application. Please withdraw as fast as you can. Please. Because once you've accepted that green card application, there's no return. There's no return.
But I hope you don't.
What are the negative ways our age difference has affected our relationship?
Me being into adulthood, that means I have that much more time having experiences or challenges, or like, do you feel like you missed out on your 20s?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I guess that's one way to look at it.
Did you feel like you grew up right away? Because all of a sudden you were dating someone who was a professional, who had this career.
Yeah, that's a fair question, you know, and I felt like I had to make sacrifices of what my pursuits were because Pam is like our breadwinner, so I have to prioritize like doing all of these tasks at home, and you know, sometimes
She's
I
the
can
breadwinner.
wear down on you.
If we got pregnant right now, what would we want to do?
I'm gonna get rid of that baby. I don't want kids.
I wouldn't mind having.
What do you mean? Isn't that hustling backwards for you? Because I thought you wanted a green card. That's hustling backwards. If you had the kids, it will make it easier for you to get a green card because,
Another child at all. We've actually.
A boy.
I
want a boy.
Yeah.
If we got pregnant right now, what would we want to do?
Yeah, we've been trying to have a kid for a while now, so.
Yeah, it's Like, the good news is, like, my health checks out and my blood work checks out and everything checks out, but being 42, I'm still hopeful, but you just kind of have to have patience and acceptance. We did have a loss, and that makes it a little bit harder, too. So we would welcome that, I think. So now I feel like I need a shot.
Do it.
yeah, bro.
So anybody out there going through hard times,
Yes.
you're not alone.
Between us, who's gonna die first?
Well,
Well.
Me.
well.
You,
Okay.
Yeah,
obviously.
it's me. Yeah, it's me.
Damn.
Obviously. So.
I don't.
Damn, she didn't even hesitate. Furthermore, proving how badly she wants the green card.
Really focus on that.
I want to enjoy now.
I think I'm gonna die first.
I mean, I feel like it's gonna be close. You're probably just gonna live a lot longer than you ever expected in your 90s. And he's like, why am I still here?
The trade-off is that I'm gonna be a grumpy old man
But
sooner.
you already are.
I yelled at some high school kids today.
Between us, who's
Did you feel like the man? Do you feel like the man yelling at some high school kids? What did you accomplish by that? Did you feel like you were on top of the world? Did you feel like you were Thanos? Did you feel like you had the 7 infinity rings on your hand, bro? What did you accomplish by saying that? Yeah, you yelled at some kids in high school. So what, bro? So what, buddy? I bet you, I want you to do that in the hood. Do that in the hood. Let's see if you will still be yelling at the top of your lungs. Yeah, bro.
Who's gonna die first?
Oh, oh, that's an easy one.
Oh God, I'm gonna get teary-eyed.
That would probably
sad.
most likely be me.
I need a tissue.
Yeah. This
God.
is actually thought about, believe it or not. And I think every time we've ever had a little bit of a discussion, this is how it ends right here.
I'm just a crybaby.
So
Don't you start. But I mean, I know we're gonna get some good years out of each other. And
Yeah.
we're gonna be together for decades.
yeah,
I've thought about this because I'm like, I wouldn't want her to be with me when I'm old and going to doctor's appointments all the time. And I want you to live, you know, and be happy.
I love you.
I love you too, but I wouldn't want, you know, to put you through that.
You're
so
my best friend.
you're my best friend too. But I think if we got married, it's like it ends at 65. And then, like, then you would have to,
That's 7 years.
wait, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I don't think of me as being that old, but yeah, you're right. I think this makes sense.
I think this needs more. No.
Okay.
I feel like these two are on their honeymoon first date vibes. It's like they just started a relationship not too long ago. Because the way this woman is holding her hands is like, God damn, get off the bed. But anyways, bro, still, my eyes are still fixated on one thing in this video with this woman.
Okay. We can discuss this later.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe to 70.
Is this forever love?
Damn, look at the way she said yeah. That means maybe one day.
be forever and way beyond that.
When we're ghosts, we're gonna be in love.
Is this forever love?
I think so.
Until one of us dies.
Which is gonna be me.
And me. Together. Die
Love you,
together.
sweetie.
I love you, sweetie.
I think no matter what happens.
Stupid question. If someone you loved died, does your love stop? Like, you can't love them anymore because they're not here with you. Or do you still have to continue loving them when they're not here? But then there's nothing to love because what is there to love if they're not here? God damn, I sound stupid, but a question is a question. You know what I'm saying?
Happens at 65 or 66, that I am still going to love you and I'm still going to be your best friend. And I don't want it to end at 66, but I just, we'll talk. Yeah.
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah. I love you. I love you too. We did it.
Yeah, nah, I'm saying type. She.